The hottest pop culture stories of the day. This is Hot to Go. I'm Brittany.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Mike.
Posty is everywhere. When I say Posty, for all of you who are not Posties, that's Post Malone. He was with his ex. I think they were just engaged, correct?
Yeah.
Fiance.
Yes.
He was with his ex-fiance. They had a baby girl. He wrote a song about the baby girl. He hasn't even said what her name is. They were so private that we all almost went, oh, God, I forgot he was engaged.
Yeah, when the engagement broke up, we were going, oh, yeah.
Oh, Posty was engaged. Well, yeah, I guess he wrote a song about his baby with his... Anyway, he was so uber private about it that you never gave it a second thought. Well, that appears to not be what he's doing now with his new relationship. He is with a new girl. Her name's Christy Lee. They were out in Paris. And let me tell you, my entire feed is all various forms of Posty in his retro cowboy chic look in Paris. Cowboy takes Paris with tattoos.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can describe this. And then his beautiful girlfriend. They have stepped out everywhere, all over the city of love. And I just go, Posty, I love this for you, because this kind of reminds me of with Taylor and Travis.
Yeah.
When she went full bore into their public side of their relationship.
Yeah, kind of the loving out loud instead of, especially because when she was with Joe Alwyn, it was during the pandemic, and she had been burned so many times with having these public relationships that they literally quarantined in their home. They had two different homes, I think one in the UK and one in Connecticut, and she didn't post pictures of him. There's barely any proof they were together at that time.
Right? It's just wild. And it's just such a different side of Posty to see.
Yeah.
And I love Posty. He looks really happy.
I do too. I will say this.
Oh?
This happens with all of us sometimes. These two people look copied and pasted in this photo because their outfits are absolutely, not even weather-wise, matching up. Where, you know what I mean? And this happens sometimes when one of us has something, gets dressed up, and the other one's chill. Yeah. You go, what even climate are they in right now? How is he wearing full-on tight denim with boots, and she's got a little skirt on?
A tennis skirt.
They don't, it just is a funny moment where you go, well, these look like they are copied and pasted from two different environments.
And he's got the cowboy hat. The man looks Americana country.
Yeah.
Chic.
And she looks like a little chic. Schoolgirl Paris chic.
Yeah. I love it.
No commentary on if that's, any sort of way. It just is yeah.
We often talk about how celebrities are like us or not like us, and I think this is an example. We all maybe thought Post Malone was super private. He's just a person that doesn't want to love out loud, doesn't want to have his relationship flaunted out there. For all we know, could have just been the ex-fiance.
Yeah.
He has a child with, who's just you know what? You do that life. I don't need to be a part of it, because obviously Christy Lee has no issues getting out there.
No.
And to be honest, Posty's ex probably benefits quite a bit from not being out there, especially now. She gets to live with her kid and live a normal life and not have to worry. I don't know what this woman looks like. I've never sought her out, but I think she kind of wins if you think about it. Especially in the time of now, you're some famous ex. You don't really want that to be your everyday title and your everyday life.
No, especially now that you don't have what his money could buy in security.
Sure.
And I'm not even saying that if they needed security, he wouldn't be help her out. It's the mother of his child.
Yeah.
But there is that sense of, well, at least if I'm with this person still, I can be under that umbrella.
Yeah.
But if I'm not anymore, people know who I am. Who's to say that some random super hardcore fan isn't going to show up at my front door?
Right. And ignoring the financial burden, just even how annoying that would have to be to schedule and figure out and all that stuff. Nobody wants that, especially if you're not the one who with the huge financial direct gain. Mm-hmm. So if you can have best of both worlds, and I go, amazing. That's why I'm secretly married to Ben Affleck again, so I can divorce him, because 10 out of 10 would divorce Ben Affleck.
So good.
Minecraft. We were talking about how we thought this movie was going to go monumentum in the box office. Well, it surpassed even our projections. It had a record-shattering 163 million here in the U.S. and 313 million globally.
Mike, what did you project?
So the experts, they were projecting and hopeful the studio was somewhere in the 70 to 80 range.
Yeah.
After we saw the Thursday previews, I was like, I think they're going to be north of 90. Like, they got really good response when it came to the Thursday night previews. Then on Saturday, they dropped like one of the biggest single days of all time and did like 59 million on Saturday alone. And again, shot all the way up to 163, nearly double, actually double the low end of the expectations. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Okay, and this compares with, say, like Snow White, who I don't know if maybe it's just not in my algorithm. You guys have been to more movies recently than I have, but I didn't know really jack squat about Minecraft coming out other than this job. Like, if it wasn't my job to know these things, I wouldn't have known that. But I knew Snow White was coming out. Snow White's done terribly.
I think it's one of those moments. It's like, this is your blind area. And you'll, as your boy gets, as Kai Guy gets older, and I was just saying like male, I didn't mean to say like your boy, but like when Kai Guy, your boy, I don't know him. When he starts getting older, you're going to be more in this world and plugged into this world. My nephews have been talking about this movie for a long time. When they even heard that Jack Black was attached to it. Like, so this was like, we talked about a concert that comes in and sells out 3 nights in a row. And you're like, I've never heard of that. This is just like your blind spot, and mine too, in a way, if it wasn't for like my nephews obsessing over this.
And I will just say, to your point, so far in 3 weeks, Snow White has done 77 million. And keep in mind, I just said that on Saturday alone, Minecraft did 58.
Wow.
And the other thing that's blowing people's minds is, if you don't realize or want to compare it, this is almost the exact same numbers that Barbie had.
Shut up.
We remember how massive of a blockbuster Barbie was. It opened at once. In fact, this is better than Barbie. 162 million for domestic and 356 global.
Okay, this isn't just like my blind spot. This is my blind universe, because
how did
I miss that?
Yeah.
It was that big.
And I think it's cool too with Minecraft. What's unique about this is, I know in general, video games lean towards more boys, but a lot of girls play this game too, because it's kind of like a Lego world that you get to create stuff. So you can do cozy gaming. And I'm not saying that falls, it just can be marketed to both. Yeah. So most kids have played Minecraft.
If you were like Kendall, with no context, like I didn't know it was a video game, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Kendall, what's Minecraft? I'd be like, well, thank you for asking. Can you tell me if it's mine or Mindcraft? Yeah. Number one. Oh, mine. Got it. So you dig for gemstones for fun.
Pretty much it. You're nailing it.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Love that game. Sounds great.
And then you make things out of it.
Oh, actually, that's what you do?
Yeah.
So what's this movie going to be about then? It's just Jack Black and...
in the world of, Minecraft and Jason Momoa.
Oh, just him. Okay.
Yeah. Have we got any reviews back?
Yeah, people say it's horrible.
Are you serious?
Who are not Minecraft players. Yeah. They're saying the movie is actually terrible. Everybody else, if you're a gamer, it's one of those things like you're just going to love it. Rotten Tomatoes score 48%. Audience score, though, is 87%. Again, that's going to be people who... You're not going to this movie if you don't know anything about Minecraft, and apparently everybody went to this movie.
Should I get Finn to give us an audio? I don't know if they went to it, but if he went to it, I'll make him give us a
review. Yeah,
but you know what? He's freaking too cool for us. Last time I asked, he said, if I get around to it.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what are you doing? Homework?
No, he's like... He's actually never turns it in.
Great.
I will say they've now actually built this. The box office was down 11% prior to this movie being released. It's now only down 5.3%.
Wow.
So this movie has set in motion, which hopefully is going to be a massive, not only this year, but also next year. Because again, 2025, 2026, these were the 2 years we kept talking about for the last 3 years. We just got to get to 2025. Our shows that we love are back. All the movies are going to be back. And we are finally in that year. And hopefully this is going to start what's going to be a massive, massive summer at the box office.
What are a couple of the other movies that are scheduled and slated to come out this summer? Like, what are the other giant movies that this is just, it's not as much my world. Enough to the point where like I love the gossip around it, but I'm just never been someone who like loves going to the theater like you do.
So the next big one's in a month. That's going to be Thunderbolts. That's the next Marvel offering.
And that looks good.
It does look really, really good. These are just kind of the big ones. You've got Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. So the final Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movie. Jurassic World Rebirth, which is going to be the 5 years after the last Jurassic World.
Oh, and that's with hot guy from Bridgerton, right? Mm-hmm. Anthony? Okay.
Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
And then, Jonathan Bailey, Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali. Then you have Superman, the David Corn Sweat, new Superman. So DC is going to start their universe back up again. Then going back to Marvel, you've got Fantastic Four. You've got Tron, Ares. You've got Freakier Friday. So there are some really, really big movies every single month the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And Anora Part 2.
Of course.
Cannot wait.
What happens after they have sex?
Well, let me tell you. Spoiler alert. I've got some sad news. Actor Steve Guttenberg, he files for divorce from his wife, Emily Smith, after 6 years of marriage. It looks like they cited irreconcilable differences for the reason of their split. And he also didn't list a date of separation, instead listed it as TBD. So obviously they're probably still living together. They had been together. They got married January 2019. So if you know anything about being married early on, and that 6 years is more like 12 because most of your marriage was during the pandemic.
That's true. Ooh.
So I know this is his second marriage. They didn't have any kiddos together, so it should be a pretty easy split, but...
Wait, Steve Guttenberg, is he from It Takes Two?
Yes.
Yeah.
One of the greatest movies of all time?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Kirstie Alley and obviously the Olsen twins.
Wow. He was the dad in It Takes Two?
Yeah.
Pour one out for him.
The same connection. I love that.
Thank you. Like, that's the only way I really know him.
Oh, he was everything in the 80s and 90s. He was in Three Men and a Baby. I mean, Steve Guttenberg, there wasn't a script he said no to. Even like really, really brutal ones. Steve Guttenberg was in everything for a while.
Police Academy.
Police Academy is the huge, yeah. And I don't know how many they ended up having, but it was too many.
All I ever wanted in life was a food fight like they have in It Takes Two.
I don't think that I'm bad. I don't like wasting food. So like I've never really fantasized about a food fight. But I did know for a while there it was popular to buy a tarp and do a food fight for your kid.
We used to do one time, my friend Shelby and I, we were at her dad's and we said, please, 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 can we eat our sloppy joes really, really sloppy?
Yeah.
And then have some mac and cheese over our heads. Just like in It Takes Two. And he was like, you can eat your sloppy joe sloppy. And let me tell you, it got in my eyes. It got in my hair. It was a glorious memory. I clearly still remember it.
Nice.
It's a beautiful moment. I'm telling you guys, you should try it sometimes. Sorry, Steve, for your
You'll be fine.
divorce, but I loved that movie.
I know they had a prenup too, so save some of that. It takes two money.
Takes two, baby. Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Your prediction is predicting
What it does.
Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler spark dating rumors after breakups from Channing Tatum and Kaya Gerber. Who saw this coming?
Stick with us, folks. We're telling you things months before they actually happen. Of course, they are going to be starring in the upcoming movie Caught Stealing. We saw some very hot scenes of the two of them making out on the set. So this is absolutely not a real relationship. It's 100% a publicationship, and it's for promoting this movie. But it is fun because we told you it was coming.
Well, and Zoe Kravitz, though she has no fault ever in her personality, she's one of those people that I feel like likes to just date somebody who is in pure proximity. And that's what I call an efficient queen. Is like, you know what? I'm making this movie with Austin Butler, so I date Austin Butler now. Yep. And I love that for her.
It's very true. I mean, who else? There was someone else that she dated before Channing Tatum, I think.
There were lots of people. She was actually, yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead if you remember.
Ezra Miller, Chris Pine, Penn Badgley, Drake, Twin Shadow, Carl Glusman, Channing Tatum. That's the list I have. So
She's
one
got
of
good
those
taste.
individuals. Yeah.
Got pretty good taste.
I think so.
Well, we'll see how
Ben
long
Foster
it
as
lasts. When does this movie come out? This movie will come out in 2026 at some point, I'm assuming.
I think it's later this year, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they were shooting this for months. That's why we kind of, I believe it's in like October. I can get you here.
Okay, so basically Zoe Kravitz and Austin Butler will be together, quote unquote, until January of 2026.
August 29th is the release date for Caught Stealing.
Great. We might even break up before Christmas.
This looks like a great movie, too.
Well,
It's a Darren Aronofsky movie, and you've got Austin Butler, Matt Smith from House of the Dragon, Bad Bunny's in this, Liv Schreiber, so there's a lot of huge names.
I love this.
Yeah.
Something you're not going to love, Mike.
Yeah.
You remember when we said who our relationships were?
Oh, for sure.
Wasn't yours Dame Judi Dench?
Was. It still is.
Okay.
We're going strong,
Okay, good.
Dame and I.
Wow. Mr. Dame.
Yeah.
I have some news to report for you. A bit of an update for you. So James Corden was hosting. I don't know if he was hosting, but he was making jokes at an award show. It's called the Breakthrough Prize in Los Angeles, and he's in the headlines with Judi Dench because of this joke he made. He said, "Tonight is the one night that Hollywood and science come together. Other than, of course, that one magical evening where Dr. Fauci had a one-night stand with Dame Judi Dench."
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike. But this before you?
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been during.
Don't
She
get-
would never do that to
No,
me.
don't get hung up on the before.
I just do need to say one thing.
Yeah.
James Corden.
Yeah.
Keep Dame's name out your dang mouth.
Respect.
Sorry.
Also, like,
okay.
what is he even doing?
Yeah, come on, James Corden.
Get out of here.
Why are you making jokes about the Dame?
Be talking about Judy that way.
Don't come back here till you get a job.
Okay, well, the news this morning is that people didn't take the joke very well. But I ask you, in all sincerity,
Rightfully so.
is that really that bad of a joke?
No.
No,
No.
not at all.
Like, that was the headlines this morning about this award show that I've never heard of. That basically it's like where Hollywood and scientific. So it recognizes scientific achievements with leading futures from the entertainment, sports, technology, and business worlds. Like, what the hell is that?
Well,
Nobody cares.
The only person you have to ask is like, hey, Fauci and Miss Dame, are you guys chill with it? We're fine. Okay.
Miss Dame. That's what we call anybody who's a dame now.
Totally.
Miss Dame.
Damist.
But do it again, James, and I'm going to slap you.
Yes. He's going to walk up there and slap the crap out of you.
And then he's going to make an album.
Oh.
He's going to address it in that moment. Yeah, I thought it was weird that the headline was that was such a terrible joke. I'm like, I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, no, it's stupid.
Like, clearly these people have never had a one-night stand. Like, what?
Also, like, what I've realized is I just don't think the internet and me ever going to align with what upsets us. The idea of like getting worked up over a fake, that's so stupid.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird.
And we've seen roasts in the past. Like, this was a very tame joke. Watch the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah,
Like, watch any
totally.
roast that Nikki Glaser was a part of.
Yes.
And oh my gosh.
Yeah, you'll feel uncomfortable. You'll feel bad for Tom Brady.
Yes.
Which is not a place I'm comfortable being in.
No.
No, this was like it's almost soft. It's like kitten mittens.
Yeah.
But
Mittens?
that's what I call when I'm treating somebody nicely. I say I have to treat them with kitten mittens. Is that not a real term?
I think it's like
Kid gloves?
Kid gloves.
I like
kid
to say
mitts.
kitten mittens.
Kitten mittens?
Kitten
Yeah,
mittens is
kitten
like a take
mittens.
on it, I guess.
I thought that was always like a mainstream saying.
Nope. I think you got a little off. You're a little off.
It must be an EP thing.
Nope. Don't think it is.
I'll check in the cul-de-sac.
Okay, cool. They might kick you out.
Hey, I know you guys really want Sydney Sweeney to be done. Is she, though? We saw her rolling around, on a walk with her ex-fiance. Sydney Sweeney has been spotted with her ex-fiance, Jonathan Davino. And judging by her vibes, it was definitely like she wasn't trying to be seen. Or like she was trying to showcase being sad about this walk.
Oh, wow.
She was like me today when I was cold and you kept asking me to take my hood off.
Yeah, you were giving me Amy Poehler vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the full long pants, long socks, long hooded sweatshirt, hair tucked into hooded sweatshirt, sunglasses on. Dang. Mama doesn't want to be there and she doesn't want you to see her there.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Did
Oh, gosh.
They're figuring something out, like financially. Like they got to figure out, okay, how's this house going to go?
Yep.
Like, who's getting what? They're working out some sort of agreement there from a financial standpoint. That's the only reason she's there.
Yeah, this is a working lunch.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I mean, the pictures of like his hand kind of on her back to guide her to the right to the restaurant, she looks like she's about to karate chop him in the throat.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder if...
straight up.
Okay, like I hate...
What?
Did Daddy-O call?
What do you mean?
Ooh.
Because it feels like he's like very much so out in the open, whatever. It looks great. And she's chilling out, trying to avoid this. And then the touching of the back. Did Daddy-O call the paparazzi?
He's very smiley.
Yeah.
And he's got the dog.
Yeah. I don't know what he'd benefit by calling, though. Because it's like...
they're on good terms.
Yeah.
That, I've got the dog. I'm good. Don't throw me under the bus for the fact that we're not making this work. Like, he's trying to play the good guy role.
One of the comments in the comment section says, she looks like the Unabomber. Okay.
Yeah.
She just has her hood up. Okay, we get it.
But the whole vibe is like her lips are pursed and not in a I want to make out with you way, in like a I'm so mad I'm here right now, so I'm just gonna lock my jaw forward and keep my mouth clamped shut.
And such a departure from what we normally see her putting herself out in public.
Yes,
like
true.
last week when it was swimming with basically nothing on multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is intentional.
This is like you said, this is a working lunch. They have to figure out who has to pay for the down payment that they leave on the wedding venue.
Ooh.
The answer is her. I think she's got a little more money right now and future money going forward.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And if she just wants it to be done, girl, write that check.
She said, this could have been an email.
Do you think it all comes down to the dog? Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think, like, really? Like, this specific little situation? I don't know. Because I think that I'm Sidney Powell. I'm already projecting. I'm projecting.
Manifesting.
I'm manifesting. I'm all the ings. Sorry. I digress. Sydney
What were we
Sweeney.
saying?
Mrs. Powell.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs.
Continue.
Powell. She just seems like the kind that when she's done, she's done. She doesn't have any F's left to give, and she'll write any check, no matter if she's got the money or not, because she's like, I'm done with you. We're over.
Yeah.
It's got to be the dog.
I don't know, because I'm pretty sure the dog's his.
Really? It's not theirs?
No, I'm pretty sure it's his.
Dog's underneath her chair, though, in that picture. Dog likes her more.
What's Glenn Powell's
This
dog's
is a
name?
custody battle here.
Brisket. I don't know why. You guys, I can't remember 90% of things. I do the wrong outro once a day, but I can remember brisket.
Well, brisket, I think you're not going to be sharing mommy. That's for sure. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know why I have this idea. I don't know, like that the dog is the fiance or the guys, but I'd love.
know.
That's a hard one. I know people that share custody of dogs, and that's brutal. I just took all the animals and then had 3 animals. It's fine.
I would do that too. It's okay.
No, I meant like in my last relationship.
Oh, I know what you meant.
No, I don't mean like Justin.
Oh.
I mean like when I broke up with a boy. I meant like not like the formal, because like me and Justin have go-go, so there's a lot to figure out. But on my like boyfriend, who in theory we would never see each other again, I just took all 3.
You do have 3 animals.
I know,
but
but they're not the same 3.
4 if you count Coco as an animal.
Which I do. I wish he ate as cheap as
It's
them.
just funny that it's like,
I know.
And here I am again with 3 animals.
But 2 of them are different. R.I.P.
2 out of 3 is bad. It's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
When Jordan and I got the dogs, we had just gotten married and we got the 2 dogs. And I was like, well, this way, if we ever split up, like one of us can each have a dog. And he looked at me and he goes, you would split up our babies? I was like, you would split up us?
You're right. He's like, I can do the thought exercise on that.
I can play with that.
Not. Yeah, no, people that keep dogs after like a breakup without a kid, they're real ones.
Yeah.
That's the kind of commitment I couldn't do.
Good on you, man.
Good on you, man.
There's a lot of shelter dogs that need your love.
Wouldn't be able to see my ex-boyfriend like that.